Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. I'm just making sure volume and everything is up, guys, for whoever decides to join. Whew, some very heavy energy, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Why am I going live at this time? I have no idea. I was actually going to make a video instead of going live, but something was like, you know what, go live. It's something that I normally don't do, the weekend thing. So we're gonna go ahead and see how it goes this weekend. Hello, Leo. For you, there you go. It's for you then. It's for you. No, I was picking up this energy and it actually started yesterday. And I was like, I really do not want to go live. Like I wanted to, have a lot of things going on. A lot of changes around the house and stuff like that. But it was funny. And then it was like it's coming full circle. It's coming full circle. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What's coming full circle? And it's like there's a lot of, I don't want to say so much like missed opportunities, but there were probably spaces like in the recent past. I'm picking up an energy more of like last year of things that you wanted to go ahead and do, or you wanted to go ahead and start, but something just kind of kept on holding you back, if that makes any sense. And it's like during the past month or so, there has been, oh, there comes somebody from the past. Anyways, there has been like this severe push to kind of get everybody to just jump in and get things started, to not hold back anymore, to just be yourself, to just go ahead and if you want to go ahead and start a business, if you want to go ahead and start a relationship, if you want to go ahead and go on vacation somewhere, whatever it is, it's just like, you know what, like the time to put it off is it's kind of like behind you. And picking up this real heavy energy of either someone or something from your past kind of wanting to keep you stuck. Now, if it's somebody from your past, yes, it can be a love interest that is going to come forward now and say how they regret kind of walking away from you or playing you or whatever it was. If it's more than one person, it is more of, I would say, friends or family members that have a really strict or yeah, I want to say strict belief system, and are kind of trying to keep you confined within what it is that they believe. So this can be, your mother, your father, your aunts, your uncles, whatever it is, but it's like people around trying to keep trying to keep you from taking that step forward. But the thing is that even though the resistance is there for moving forward or starting this new thing or starting whatever new it is, it's it's not enough to kind of stop you. It's not enough to hold you back, if that makes sense. And I'm doing the watering candle for just like a general reading for everyone, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull cards individually for each sign. But yeah, it's like people may not be able to kind of really get exactly what it is or why it is that you're trying so hard to do this thing, or why you're trying so hard to kind of move in a different direction. For some, I do pick up that it may be career, maybe what you're choosing to do or what you're choosing to go into has nothing to do with what you have done in the past. It can be kind of like, how can I put it? Like the underline of it can be similar, but the job itself or the title of the job itself is something completely different. Again, there's a lot of heavy energy from the past, but what I'm feeling from the past is, what I'm picking up is kind of like that mirroring effect, but not with anybody else, but within yourself, if that makes any sense. It's like once and for all, you are really taking a serious look at yourself and seeing exactly what it is that you want out of life, and exactly how you yourself has stopped you, what limitations you have allowed to be put in place to kind of keep you stuck. So moving more from this space of, I don't want to say so much blaming others. Yeah, I have like paint all over my hands. The kids have me doing like some weird stuff. And I was trying to take it off, but we were using permanent markers. So just FYI, it's coming off slowly. So it's more about really finally getting out of that space, realizing that regardless of what anyone did or said to you in the past, you yourself always had the power. You yourself always had the authority over your life. So regardless of how somebody reacted towards you or whatever, you you were in the driver, like you were in the driver's seat the entire time. You were just unaware of it. So if you kind of think about it, like when you're learning how to drive and you have, you go in one of those driver cars where you have the two, you have one and then the teacher or whatever has the same thing. And it's like you were in control of the car the entire time. The other person was just there to kind of stop you or kind of lead you. But instead it was like you were in the driver's seat and you were just telling the teacher, oh, you go ahead. It's okay. I'll see what you're doing. And it's like, that type of energy, that type of space, really, really need to get yourself out of it. You really need to start taking control of your life and taking control of where it is that you're headed, what it is that you're trying to manifest, what it is that you believe, what it is that you're going to focus on. Because again, it's like you guys are already in a space where you are aware that you are responsible, that you have to take accountability for your actions and your inactions as well. If you choose not to take a chance or you choose to, let people go, whatever it is. And it's like this weekend, it's like that clarity, that I get it now. And being able to respond to people or to individuals that are still stuck in those spaces or those energies of still trying to blame others for their own actions. Okay. Let's see. There's someone, and this is not going to be for everyone, but this may be for some of you. There's somebody from your past that maybe for the past couple of months or whatever, you were expecting or you wanted to come back around, but now you have either made peace with it or you have gotten the clarity or have gotten to realize what the person's purpose was in your life, what the lesson was that you were supposed to learn. So at this point, you're in a space of like, oh, I get it. Now I can move on and I don't have to wait. Like you don't have to wait for the apology. You don't have to wait for this person to come back. You don't have to wait for this person to whatever in order to move on with your life. And it's like, that's basically what this is all about. Like, what life is about. It's about learning that, people and things all come in cycles and we have to be able to release them when it's time for them to go. Because if we hold on to them, then we're keeping ourselves stuck within those same cycles. So it's like, I feel like, starting the weekend, that is going to be something that is becoming very clear to a lot of you, exactly what lessons you were supposed to learn with specific individuals that have walked away or individuals that you have been waiting to come back. Now, there are some of you are going to have people from the past reaching out, whether they're exes or friends or whatever it is. And the conversations are going to be kind of, I want to say light. So it's kind of going to be like a hello, hi, how are you? How you've been type of thing. But this person is trying to figure out, it's like, I don't know if they want to FaceTime or they want to video chat to kind of see your reaction to them contacting you, because they want to see if you're willing to accept an offer. Now, the offer that they're bringing for most of you is not so much about love or wanting to be with you in a romantic connection, but it's more of wanting to start a foundation as friends, wanting to get to know each other type of thing. And some of you are just like, kind of like done with that. But, it's like you're okay with, saying hi. And if you guys run into each other, like saying hi and buying things like that. But there's something from within you, like something within your intuition that is telling you that this person, like the intention that they're putting out there is to want to be friends and things like that. But it feels heavy or it feels strong, like kind of more of a control thing. Like if I'm in so and so's good grace, then I can see what they're doing, what they're not doing, so that I know when I have to kind of take my chance, not to let them leave like this cycle, even if they're not aware of what they're doing. Because that's the thing, is a lot of people are not even aware of how stuck they are to drama, to jealousy, to that envious energy, to all of those things. So it's like they act based on those energies because that's it, that is what they have known, and they have failed to become aware of it, or to accept it when it has become revealed, when it has been revealed to them, if that makes sense. If this is a lover, let's say like an ex-lover and stuff like that, there was many parties that were involved in the past, whether this person, and when I say parties, it can be other physical, like, they were actually cheating, or their families, their job, or whatever. But there was just too many things that were prioritized ahead of you. And the thing is, when two individuals choose to go ahead and go into a, let's say, a connection, a relationship, there has to be a mutual understanding and understanding of what it is that each of you are going to put into a connection or a relationship. And this individual literally just gave the bare minimal. And I think that's probably what's turning some of you off into even taking an offer as a friend, because it's like, what does that even mean? Like, us being friends, like, what is friendship to you, type of thing. So it's like a lot of you just kind of want to just free yourself completely from this individual, not even have any type of communication with them when it comes to that, because it's, don't ever feel that, because I just felt like this heavy, like, I regret like meeting this person. And it's like, you're supposed to be looking at it from a place of, what did you learn? What did you gain? What did you learn about yourself? Because it's not about what you learn about the other individual. It's like, what did you learn about yourself while you were in that connection? Because that is really what you should be focusing on. That's really the true beauty behind it all, behind like all the connections that we have with one another. So if you're regretting meeting this person, or ever dating or messing with them, whatever it was, don't look at it from that point of view. Just kind of look at it from like, what did I learn about myself? And trust me, it's going to shift everything for you, and it's going to change the way that you view the connection, regardless of how painful it was. Because I can hear like, this person really did me, and I get it. Trust me, I can relate. I've had some really F things done towards me, but I had to be able to see the lesson that were behind every single thing, in order for me to grow, in order for me to heal, in order for me to release those things. Because if you don't, if you just hold on to like all the pain and the hurt, and the only person that you are keeping prisoned is you, the other person is free, living their life. Alrighty, let me go ahead and see if there's any, we're gonna use these. So these are where's the book? The Chakra Wisdom Tarot. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go in with each sign. We're gonna start off with Cappy. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take 3 cards out. We're gonna do one for the challenge, the advice, and then the outcome. Alrighty, so Capricorn, Capricorn. Alright, guys, come on. That's the challenge. And I will be time stamping these at the end. For the challenge, Capricorn, you have the 4 of Wands. And there's a communication that there's either a conversation or something that you guys are probably avoiding, or are probably just be careful this weekend not reacting to anything that is said towards you. Instead, take the time so that you can respond correctly. because it's like not everything has been revealed, or maybe the intention that the person had. I mean, this can be in any type of scenario. Maybe the intention the person has, you're missing the point, or things are just not clear at the moment. Right, the advice, and then the outcome. I'm only taking one card. So this was your challenge, Capricorn, with the Four of Wands. It's like she's facing the wand. She's willing, she's open to some type of communication, but with her facing, like the back facing us, and again, I interpret these the way that I feel with each reading. It's like there's something that you're not seeing clearly, Capricorn. There's something that you are not, you don't have the full story, if that makes any sense. So before you react, just make sure that that you're clear on it. We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, and then that's the advice. It's like, you see how we have the Five of Wands? It's like, be careful this weekend not to react to anything that is said, or any information that is brought forth to you. Instead, wait for the entire, for the entire story to come out before you give a response. And then we have the Six of Coins in the reverse for the outcome. Because the thing is that if you choose and you go ahead and you react instead of waiting for the information that is coming in, it's like there's going to be a loss. So either you can end up getting into an argument with either your boss or your friend or something like that, and kind of have a petty fight for something that really was more of a misunderstanding, if that makes any sense. So that is Cappy. Libra. Let me do a 17. So this is Libras. It's like Cappies are like, no. Cappies, get out, please. Your energy is done. We're going into Libras. So the challenge, the advice, and then the outcome. So Libra, we have the Nine of Coins in the reverse for your challenge, the Three of Swords in the reverse for your advice, and then the Queen of Swords as your outcome in the reverse. So with the Nine of Coins is like whatever has been released, whatever you interpreted as a loss in the past, and you have been able to kind of see why it had to be released or why it had to be let go of. This weekend, as you're out, whether you're out celebrating with families or, you're just hanging out by yourself or whatever, if thoughts from the past start to come in, to kind of still consider this or try to drag you back into this energy of like, this was a serious loss or whatever, try not to give into that. Because with the Three of Swords, it's like you have already healed from that. You have already overcome that, Libra. So do not allow the energies this weekend to kind of drag you back. So let's say if this is in regards to an ex, and you find out that your ex is dating somebody new, do not allow that to make you feel like you've lost something. If this is in regards to a job, let's say your last position was filled and you still haven't found something, do not allow that to kind of let you get you down during this time. And with that, we have as the outcome the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Because to be honest with you, there is, from whatever it is that is coming up that wants to present itself as a loss at this time, this is something that, again, you have already accepted, you acknowledge, you went in deep, you healed from this, whatever it was, it has been released. So there is nothing in that area or that space for you to fight anymore, because that is done and over with, if that makes any sense. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and we're gonna move into Scorpio. Alrighty, Scorpio. What is your challenge this weekend? Okay. So Scorpio, your challenge this weekend is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So finally putting a burden down, finally putting something down that was kind of holding you back. Whether it is that I feel like it's somebody that you wanted to reach out to, somebody that you wanted to explain yourself to. Not so much like of an ex or anything like that. It's just somebody that you feel that you owe them an explanation. But at this time, it's like you are you're contempt or you're okay with not giving the explanation because you either intuitively or through a message or somebody has advised you to, with this Ace of Wands in the reverse, not to communicate it at this time. This is not the time to come in with the apology, or this is not the time to come in and explain things, either because the other person is dealing with something or because the other person is not in a space to receive it at the moment. So during this time, Scorpios, listening to your intuition, as far as like coming forth to a person with a message or apologizing or explaining or whatever, just be mindful that you're listening to your intuition, because I feel that if you don't, you're going to kind of meet your match, if that makes any sense. So if you're coming at somebody or kind of going at someone in any type of way, you're going to be forced or pushed right away to see that you were wronged. And it's like, just make sure that whatever interactions you're having, especially if it's with somebody that you haven't talked to for a while, just make sure that you're picking your battles correctly. And then we have the Princess of Swords. And I feel that that is the outcome. It's like learning to know where it is and when it is that you should go ahead and either defend yourself or explain or apologize, or what conversations or what things need to be let go at. And there's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of people involved when it comes to the communication that you want to give. Either people are opposing to the person that you want to give the communication to, or people are holding you back physically from communicating with this person. And the thing is that even if it may seem like those individuals or whatever are being mean or being jealous or whatever, just know that that is kind of like divine stepping in, because it is not the right time for you to go ahead and pursue whoever it is that you want to pursue from your past. Alrighty, so Sagittarius. So we're starting at 22. Sagittarius, 22, 30. I think it's like 33 or something like that. Who knows? Okay, so your challenge. So Sagittarius, your challenge this week with the Hanged woman is no longer, like, I feel like this is not so much of a challenge. I feel like with the Sag, you're more reflecting as what has kept you stuck in the past, what has kept you from taking these opportunities, from taking these chances. But it's like, you know what you have to do. So if you continue on keeping yourself suspended, or you continue of keeping yourself stuck, it is because you're choosing to, because you have already been given the green light, and whatever it is that you're dealing with your life right now, whatever it is that you want to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and jump into whatever it is, whether it's looking for a new job, moving, buying a new car, whatever it is that you are being asked. And I know that there's a lot of planets in retrograde, and they say not to purchase things during retrogrades, but that is not true for everyone. I personally have always bought cars during retrogrades, and I've always gotten the best deals. I've always gotten cars that are amazing. And yes, at the time, I was never aware that certain planets were in retrograde, that you weren't supposed to be signing contracts and doing all of these things. But from my personal experience, it has been completely different. But then again, everybody should definitely follow their own intuition. When there is retrogrades, for some reason, everything with me personally aligns so much better. And it's just kind of like, it's like an extra push instead of a drag down, if that makes any sense. But again, listen to your own intuition. But I do feel that for Sagittarius, during this time, there is something that you have been waiting to get started, or something that you have been waiting to get towards. And you're being told that the time to go ahead and do so is now. Like you have a clear path, a clear way to go ahead and chase whatever it is that you're trying to chase. With the Eight of Coins in the upright, it's like, again, I don't know if maybe what's holding you back is all the planets that are in retrograde or whatever it is, or whatever is holding you back. It's like, just know that you can go ahead and move forward and everything is going to work out. Everything is going to plan out exactly as it's supposed to. And with the Knight of Sword, I feel like this is going to help you with the outcome, overcoming something again that has there's some type of belief or some type of limitation that you have set for yourself that in the past kept you from pushing and from taking certain opportunities. So going ahead and doing whatever this is at this time is going to help you finally break free from that, from those limitations in itself. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into Virgo. 5, Virgo, that one came out across. 25 something. I can't remember. It was 25 something. I'll check in. Virgo. So we have the Queen of Swords, and it came out across for you guys. And the funny thing is, like, when cards come out across, it's like it can go either way. Either you're not speaking up when you should as your challenge, or you're speaking or saying more than what you should be saying at the moment. So regardless of whatever it is that is going on in your life, is there something that you feel that you should be speaking up on? Is there something that you feel that you should be giving your opinion on? Or is there someone that you feel like you should be talking to? Then go ahead and do it. Do not allow anything to stop you. The same thing as when it comes to people instigating or people saying certain things. Just watch what you're saying and make sure that you're not reacting, but then you're taking the time to process all the information, regardless of who it is, before you respond. Because again, I feel that with the Virgo, it can go either way this weekend, and that's your challenge. Then we have Death in the reverse for the advice. Again, there are certain battles that really are not worth it. There are certain conversations that maybe you have had with a certain individual 10, 15, 20 times already. And you have to get to the point where you realize that you can only give the same message so many times. And only if they choose to listen to what you're saying, does it really matter? If they don't, then you kind of have to just be like, you know what? I said what I had to say. I'm going to keep it moving. So it's like realizing those little things that probably have kept you stuck during the past. So just kind of pay attention to the type of communication that you're having, the type of conversations and who you're having them with. And with the Ten of Swords, it's like finally the outcome is like releasing that burden, releasing whatever it was, like, whether you're trying to help somebody, with their finances, or trying to help somebody with their love life or with their personal life or whatever it is, it's like you finally feel like, or if you're trying to, reconnect with somebody from the past, regardless of whatever it is, it's like finally allowing like the release of it and not letting it burden you anymore. And I know, like, when I was reading the book, because I was reading the book real quick, and usually when they come out in the reverse, it's usually something negative that comes forth or whatever. But again, I'm reading them based on how I'm picking up the energies at the moment. And these cards are not what I originally learned. Well, not learned, but started reading cards with, is what I should say, because I still haven't learned what all the cards mean. So Gemini, 28, 47. So Gemini, this is yours. So we have your challenge is okay, Gemini, you're not getting a full reading. Queen of Coins in the reverse. I apologize, guys. You guys know I sit on a stability ball, so there'll be noises here and there. You have to get out of and it's not the lack mentality when it comes to finances. I feel that this is just in general when it comes to whatever it is that you're facing this week. Because there's something that you feel that you're either losing grasp or control of, or something is changing rapidly in your life during this time, Gemini. And this weekend may be the time where there's like there's going to be like something that is going to kind of shake you, but it's not shaking you to kind of put you down or anything like that. It's more to kind of like wake you up, because I feel that with the star in the reverse as the advice, it's like, stop selling yourself short. Stop wondering and stop doubting yourself so much. Just go ahead and live and enjoy your life. Like, you really need to stop. That's what's coming out. Like, stop selling yourself short during this time. Just stop it. Just stop it. That's it. Stop it. With the outcome, we have the 9 of Coins in the upright. And it's like you have been, it's like all the seeds and everything that you have been doing, all the work that you have put in, like in the recent past, especially like the past, I want to say like 4 months, you're going to start reaping those rewards soon enough. The only thing that you have to do is stop looking at yourself like this. Stop looking at yourself as if you're not good enough, because you are. And you have to start seeing that within yourself, love. Alrighty, so we have Pisces. So Pisces, what is your challenge for this week? Weekend. I keep on saying week, and it's weekend. I know I have to do the weekly, but this is the weekend. Okay, some of you may carry this energy into the week, if you're just kind of going to be like unbothered with life. The challenge, the advice. Oh, I already have 3 cards. The same one flew out for that one. Okay. So, Pisces, your challenge this week is releasing a burden, is releasing something that is holding you back, is releasing, whether it's a thought, a person, a pattern, a behavior, an addiction, whatever it is. There's something that has been holding you back, Pisces, and you know that you need to release this. You know that it's time. Time is now. The time is now. And you know, you have been warned, you have been advised. And warnings, not so much like, oh my God, if you don't do this, this and this is going to happen. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is that you have been given this advice time and time over. Like this, whatever this is for you, whether you have to release a person, whether we release an addiction, you know, you smoke, you gamble, you, whatever it is, just release it. And the minute that you release that, the minute that you consciously choose to stop doing something, things are going to change. Because with the advice, it's like you want movement forward. You want to start seeing changes in your life. You want to start seeing all these blessings and all these things coming in for you. But you don't want to let go of the bad behaviors. You don't want to let go of the person or the people from the past. And it's like you want to get this started. You want to get things rolling and moving. Then release this, so that you can start having movement, so that you can start having changes. And again, with the outcome, just kind of like how we did with Gemini, is the 9 of Coins in the upright. The minute you release that, the minute you release that burden from yourself, the minute that you stop, whatever it is, you know, it can be something as simple as like getting into petty arguments, whatever it is. The minute that you release that burden, that you yourself know what it is, because you're aware of what it is, then you're going to start seeing everything shifting and everything coming in that you have been working for, everything that you have been, the word manifestation, obviously we use it a lot, but that is the main word that is coming in for you guys, for Pisces. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move in over to Aries. Aries, what is your challenge this weekend? The advice, that's just one. Okay. And then the outcome. Aries, we have the Wheel of Fortune for you as your challenge. What are you trying to control the outcome of? That's what I'm picking up with you, Aries. With the Wheel of Fortune is like, okay, this is what I want, but I want it exactly this way. And it's like, okay, say your intention, but do not control how it is that it's going to manifest. So it is not so much about what you're trying to manifest. It is so much about how you're trying to manifest it. So even if whatever is coming in kind of has you like, oh, seriously, I have to do that. Just go ahead and follow your intuition, because seriously, the time for change, whatever this is, whatever this, whatever it is that you're working on, I feel that it's going to change a lot of things in your life. It's going to change, things financially for you. as far as like a move, there's going to be a move that is going to come out of this. Either you're going to move into a bigger space, or going to move out of state or out of town. But whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whether it's a connection, whether it's a job or whatever, is going to bring in like rapid changes for you financially, but it's also going to require a move shortly after being manifested, if that makes any sense. Yeah, not before it's manifested, shortly after it being manifested is going to require a move, like a physical move. You're going to be physically moving from the location that you're in. With the advice, we have the Hanged Woman. So this is not the time for you to hesitate. This is not the time for you to take time and think, well, do I have anything, or to kind of keep on planning out. I feel that whatever it is that you're trying to push for, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, I feel that the planning, the scheduling, the revisiting, it's like you have looked it over, you have planned this over, and you have looked over your plan like 100 times already, and everything is set in place. The only thing that is needed is for you to go ahead and take that action. And the outcome, we have the Queen of Cups. And I feel that whatever this is for you, Aries, is going to bring in a lot of emotional fulfillment, but it's also going to bring in people that are in the same vibrational field or space that you're in. So you're going to be gaining a lot more than. So I feel like whatever you're trying to manifest is to help you when it comes to like finances, or when it comes to like work or things like that, right? But it's like the amount of abundance that this is going to bring into your life, it's more than what you could even imagine, because I feel that this is drawing in or bringing in a lot of connections and a lot of opportunities with people that maybe you have never kind of thought or even imagined that you could be connected with. So that was Aries. So we're moving on over to Taurus. So Taurus, you're supposed to be like this, guys. Okay. So Taurus, your challenge for this weekend. Your advice, and then your outcome. All right. Leo, what sign are you? Ooh, my words are stumbling now. Okay, this is going to be your outcome. So we have your challenge for this weekend, Taurus, is the 8 of Swords. There's something that you're choosing not to see the reality in. There's something that you're choosing not to see it exactly for what it is. There's something that has run its course. There's something that has to be, the cycle has to end. You just have to put an end to it. But you fail to see it, either because emotionally you're still attached to it, or because this is something or someone that you really wanted to grow with. So the time to be honest with yourself during this weekend, it's like you're going to be pushed into being completely honest with yourself, because we have the Ace of Wands. And with this Ace of Wands, what I'm saying is like, God, spirit, the universe stepping in and giving you that clarity, but doing it in a way that you're able to handle it, that it's not going to destroy you, that it's not going to put you down, or it's not going to make you feel less than or worthless or anything like that. But there's definitely truth that you need to tell yourself and that you need to accept during this weekend. With the outcome, we have the Moon in the reverse, because everything has been revealed to you regarding that situation. Again, whether it's with a person, work related, whatever it is, there is nothing hidden. Everything has been shown to you. Everything has been revealed to you. You have the entire story. You have lived it. You can sit there. You can review it from whichever angle you want to, and the truth is still going to be the truth. So now it is time to put an end to that and to move forward with your life. Alrighty, and then we have Aquarius. So Aquarius, your Cancer. Cancer is next after Aquarius. So Aquarius, let's see. So say your intention. You don't have to tell me what it is, but you can definitely say your intention and for anything that you want clarified. So Aquarius, we have the Queen of Swords. Again, that card keeps coming out across. I'm trying to remember who else had it. There was another sign that had the card just like that. But it's more about, again, either you're not speaking your truth or you're letting somebody, ooh, that's what it is, Aquarius. Do not let anybody tell you who you are. Do not let anybody dictate how it is that you're going to live your life, because those times are over. And there's a reason why I'm picking up a couple of more other cards, because those two cards, it was like they flew out and it's like, nope, we're out of that already. So we're out of that. You're out of that, Aquarius. Okay. See that quickly. Aquarius, do not allow anyone to tell you who you are. Do not allow anyone to dictate who you are. You need to stand for yourself. You need to stand for what you believe in, and you need to stand for who you truly are. That is your challenge for this weekend. With the advice, it's like the star. It's like, this is who you are. You are somebody, whatever, regardless of whatever the situation is, whatever stand you're taking is because it's something that you truly believe in. It is because something that truly comes from within you. Is what your intuition is telling you to do, is guiding you to do. So do not apologize for being yourself. Stand strong and stand with your head held high, because you deserve to. You don't deserve any, you can, Aquarius, do not allow anyone to tell you who you are. Everybody, there was something that I read the other day, and it was something about like, oh, we're all like evil in someone's story. And that is true. We're not going to get along with everybody. Not everybody's going to like us. Everybody's going to always have their opinion and everything based on their own perception. So do not allow others people's opinion of you become your life. And as long as you go ahead and you stand strong in who you are, Aquarius, we have the Three of Cups. And for me, it's like, this is you owning who you are, just celebrating who you are as a person, celebrating your belief system, celebrating your emotions, celebrating your body, celebrating your mind, celebrating everything about you. And obviously, a lot of people are going to be out this weekend celebrating in general, but this is more about you personally. Like, celebrate who you are. That is the space that you want to be in. You want to be able to always celebrate you, even when, when we talk about trying to find that balance and trying to stay balanced and stuff like that, not everything is always going to go as we plan. There are going to be bumps on the road. And it's like, you need to be able to not, oh, there goes my contact. You have to be able not to let the little challenges or the challenges, if they're huge in life, stop you from taking care of yourself or from loving yourself. And I feel that this is something that I've told Aquarius plenty of times before, about taking care of yourself. So we have Cancer. Let's go ahead and see what your challenge is going to be this weekend. Cancer, and then we'll have one more, which will be Leo, and then we'll be done. Okay. All right. So the general message. Yeah, 4 cards. All right. So we have the challenge is the Two of Cups in the upright. Either you're having a hard time. Couple scenarios. Either somebody's coming forth towards you to try to get back with you. Let's put it this way. And you're having a hard time believing this person because of things that happened in the past. Or you're having a hard time loving yourself. Not in the physical sense. That's not what I'm talking about. Loving every part of yourself and accepting every part of yourself. Maybe something was revealed to you about yourself. Maybe you finally became aware of something that has kind of gotten you either feeling like you are quote unquote evil or bad, which is, let's just put that there for now. But there is here a challenge when it comes to love, either love accepting love from someone else, or giving love to someone else, or accepting and giving love to yourself. So this is a challenge that you have faced before, but it's like, why are you doing this to yourself? Because we have the King of Coins in the reverse and then the Seven of Wands in the reverse for the advice. It's like, you already know, you have been here before. You already know the thoughts, that type of thought pattern or that type of mentality hasn't really done any good for you. Let's put it that way. What has it done for you in the past? It has kept you stuck in a place where when love or genuine love has come towards you, you have rejected it because of the simple fact that you were stuck on something that happened a while back. So with this King of Coins and the Seven of Wands in the reverse, it's like, stop those thoughts, stop it like in this track. And you have to know and you have to realize that you are worth all of it. And your worth is not based on what other people have done to you, or what other people have said about you, or what you yourself have done in the past. Because we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. We're always going to make mistakes. There's going to be, I like looking at the mistakes as challenges, but during the time as we're going through them, at times it's hard to see them as a challenge, or right when we come out of them, it may seem more of as a mistake, until we take the time to reflect and realize what we were supposed to learn in those situations or during that mistake. So do not allow that whatever challenges you have recently faced to stop you from loving yourself, or from giving love, or from accepting love from others. Because if you do with the Six of Coins, it's like, it's not just financially, it's in the reverse, it's not just financially that you're going to lose out. It is more, it's like an experience. There's something that I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can clarify it. There's an experience that is going to be missed out. There's an experience that is going to, and it's something that you have been longing for, or something that you have been desiring. Let's put it this way, or something you've been working towards. Yeah, with the Ten of Swords, in the reverse, it's like you have to cut those type of thoughts and things right in the process. We have the Princess of Wands in the upright. So this weekend, the biggest challenge is going to be staying in a place of like unconditional, genuine love for yourself, for others, and receiving it as well. Because whatever it is from the past that is kind of replaying in your mind at the time, hi Sabrina, whatever is replaying in your mind at the time, Cancer, you kind of have to you have to let it go. Because again, I think this is something that has happened already. These are kind of things that you have played in your mind over and over and over and over again. And you have gotten the clarity, you have released it, but either somebody makes a comment, or somebody posts something, or somebody says something, and it's like you allow it to restart. You allow that storyline to start over again. So as soon as you see that the storyline is starting to play, just stop it. Stop it. You have the power to do that. You have the authority over your own life, over your mind, over your body, it's like, just stop it. All right, so 48. We have Leo is our last one. After I'm done with this, I'm going to go ahead and upload. Well, it's already going to be uploaded, but upload the timestamp. If you guys, we have 4 on. So if you guys have any specific questions, you can either say them or just set the intentions. Give me a color, and then I'll pull some cards out for you after I'm done with Leo, if you guys want to. Alright. Yeah. All right, so Leo, we have as the challenge for you this weekend the Magician. So owning your power, standing in your own authority, having a hard time believing, or having a hard time really being hopeful is what I'm trying to say. We have a heart. So Leo, just know that if you had like a hard time manifesting in the past and things like that, do not allow that to stop you from manifesting whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Know that everything that you need in order to be successful is inside of you. So you have to go ahead and you have to jump into whatever it is that you're trying to do. I feel that you have learned a lot. Yes, there's still a lot more that you can learn in whatever area this is, but you have enough at the moment to start or to begin something, to begin a certain type of journey or path. With the Four of Coins is like, you don't have to know it all. You just have to know enough to get started, because the individuals or the people that are waiting for you, whatever it is, need to know what you know up to this point. Now, that does not mean that you stop studying or that you stop learning. It's just mean that with what you have at the moment, there is plenty of people that you can help. If it's in regards to love, it's more of there's like there's something that came out about somebody that you were either dealing with or something like that, and you're either you don't think that you can forgive them, or you don't think that this can move forward. So you kind of want to, like, the way I'm looking at it is like holding your love back, if that makes any sense. Wanting everything or wanting to know everything in like completely. The only thing that's going to do is the 10 of Coins. It's going to allow you to lose. Yes, I'm Sabrina. The only thing, wanting to know it all, let's say, before you get started, right? Or wanting to be a 100% expert in something before you get started is going to get you into a space of losing or missing an opportunity at this time. So whatever it is that you have been studying, whatever it is that you have been learning, Leo, just know that you have enough information to kind of set your platform or to kind of get started. So if you guys have any questions or set an intention, just go ahead. Red. Alrighty. Let's see. Red. And just for humor, we're going to pull one of these at the end, but these are what are these called? The Mystical Dream Tarot I'm going to use. So I'm going to pull out 3. Yeah, makes perfect sense. Trust me. So I'm going to use the Dream Tarot, the Mystical Dream Tarots to clarify for you. And then I'm going to use the Rebel deck, the Oracle with Attitude. I love these because these are usually things that we at the moment do not want to self-reflect or do not want to accept. So let's go ahead, Red. Sabrina, you can go ahead and leave a color, and if you want to go ahead and ask a question, either or. I hope that everybody has a good weekend. So they have the order that they came in. One more. So we have, I'm just going to show you the cards first, and I'm going to tell you what I see, Leo. We have the 9 of Wands in the upright, the Spirit of Wands in the reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Lord of Pentacles in the upright. The way I'm seeing it here is And you're probably gonna laugh and you'll be like, oh, seriously? Your answer has been given to you. There's something within that answer that is making you hesitant, or you're trying to figure out how taking a certain road is going to get you to where you want to get to, because it doesn't make sense to you, like mentally, let's put it that way. You have to, it's like you have set an intention, right? And you're supposed, you're thinking logically, well, if I do A, B, C, and D, I can get to E faster. But it's like you're being told, no, you're going to take the 1, 2, 3 route, and you're still going to get to E, and you're actually going to get there faster than if you had taken the alphabet. And you're having a really hard time listening to that specific message that is coming through. So my advice this weekend would be to take some time to meditate, because let's go ahead and see with this. These are my favorite cards. They do not have the major arcanas or anything. These are just the regular Spaniard ones. But these is what I grew up seeing people use. Let's go ahead with the 9 of Wands. It's like the communication has been coming in. So clarify the 9 of Wands for me. Whatever color you want. Just don't pick red because it was chosen already. There's only 4 of you, so it's fine. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. We have the 3 of Coins. So we have the 3 of Coins on the upright, and then the Page of Wands in the reverse, with the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're afraid that if you do what is being asked of you at the time, you're afraid that you're going to lose more than what you are investing, whether it's a connection or financial or family or whatever it is. That is why you're having a hard time moving forward in the direction that has been given to you, because you don't see how it can play out, how the outcome that you want is going to play out if you take the action that you're being led to take out. And that is part of control. That is what is trying to be taught to you at the moment. Spirit of Wands in the reverse is being clarified with the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. You have to, this situation, regardless of what it is that you're going through at the time, it requires faith from your part. Undivided, like there cannot be a shred of doubt following taking the steps that you have been asked to take. And it may feel like you're losing something or losing someone at the time, but that's not the case. The 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse for Leo. I just hope people don't think when I say Leo that this is the Leo sign. The 6 of Pentacles. Maybe there's a balance. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Maybe there's balance that you feel that you're going to lose a stability or something that you may feel that you're going to lose. Maybe a group of people that support you, or moving into a direction with new people. That uncertainty of the unknown may be another reason why you have been. When it comes to finances, though, because not so much finances, but things that you feel that are already there. So, you have a certain group of friends that you interact with, or family members, or, co-workers or whatever, and you're afraid of losing that stability that you know of. And then we have the Page of Coins. Yeah, you don't want to lose what you have at the moment. But it's like you have to be able to get to the point where you realize that we came into this world with nothing, and when we leave with nothing. So everything that we go ahead, everything that we gain while we're here, while we're on our journey, the same way that we gain it, we could lose it at any moment. And releasing that attachment to things and places, to people, is really, the main goal here. Because you always have to know that regardless of the path that you're being asked to take, you're never going to go without. And that is going to require a lot of faith on your end. The Five of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups and the upright. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like you're trying, and you're trying to stay positive. You're trying to really follow your intuition, but you're having a hard time. You're having a hard time just of the loss you think you're going to experience, or the time. If you're afraid of time, like this is going to take too long or something like that, it's like don't, because the minute you start taking that, you take that first step, everything is just, it's going to be like a ripple effect, and everything is just going to start working in your favor in that area, believe it or not. We have the Page of Swords and then the Six of Cups in the reverse. So you have to let go of that fear that either this is going to take too long or that you're going to lose too much, because you're not. So with the Two of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups in the reverse, and then the Five of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, it's like you have to listen to whether they're giving you the messages in dreams, or if you have recently gotten a reading or anything like that, or you just know, like, yeah, you're excited about it, but you're also fearful. It's like you have to go ahead and you have to follow your intuition. With the Lord of Pentacles, clarify the Lord of Pentacles. I hope that clarifies things for you, Leo. Let's see, because it's like you it's like we always, especially when there's like a fork, and it's like, okay, you can take either path, and there's one that is always a little easier and smoother, or seems that way, let's put it that way. And then usually the one that looks the hardest, or looks like it's going to be too much work, is usually the one that gets us to our destination faster. So we have the King of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, or in the upright. It's like, stop fighting it. Stop fighting your own intuition, and just go forth with the path that has you kind of like afraid to lose, because literally that is the path that is going to get you to the manifestation a lot faster. So I'm just going to pull out one of these cards just for fun for this weekend. They do have curse words, so just FYI. Absolutely, you don't know. Absolutely, yes. It clarifies things for you, I'm hoping. It always works that way, though. We always like, oh, I want to manifest this. I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. And it's like, nope, we're going to do A. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And it's like, wait, those are numbers, not letters. What are you talking about? But it definitely gets you to the places where you have to be, in the spaces you need to be at the time. This is your card. I don't know why, but it's like, the way I'm picking it up, this card, be effing grateful. Shit could be so much worse. Is like, it's not so much that things are going to get worse or things are going bad. It's more as like, be grateful that that your intuition, that you can listen to your intuition, that you can follow your intuition, that you're connected, that you're getting the messages that you need. Because if we think about it, there are people that are not even aware of like what their own intuition is, are not aware of listening for, signs or listening to their dreams and things like that. So it's like, be grateful. To me, in this case, represents like, be grateful that your angels, your ancestors, your guides, whatever you believe in, have been giving you the answer. So you have the guidance that you need at the moment. I hope that makes sense. Alrighty, Sabrina. I want to know if the relationship that I'm in is okay, or what do I do? Well, I can look into it, but I can't tell you what to do. You have to go ahead and choose what you want to do, love. You know who you... Love you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and see, Sabrina. Let's go ahead and take a look. So this is blue. Alrighty. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and post your your color now, because if not, then once Sabrina is done, we're done. Oh, sure. I've been here for an hour already. In regards to the connection. So we have the Ace of Swords in the upright. I'm putting cards out in regards to the connection. We have the Four of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So what I'm picking up when it comes to the connection itself, there are either things from your past or their past that either have caused some, oh, you're welcome, Sabrina, that has caused some issues or some misunderstanding. Whether it was that either you or they, one or the other, did not have the full story of what actually happened in the past and how actually things actually took place. Now, whether this is a new, like if this is a new connection, we're talking about somebody that you met, and let's say they have an ex that is, that they went through a lot with, right? And the ex is either trying to expose who they were at the time or what they were going through. Or if this is somebody that you have been in a connection with, maybe somebody that stepped out, not so much as like cheating or anything like that, but just made other things a priority. Speaking about like putting that silence with this Ten of Wands, it's like speaking about the things that matter in the connection, as far as what is the purpose, what is the why of this connection, the communication as far as between the two of you. Do not be afraid to speak from your heart. And if something doesn't sit right with you, and you have to remember that the person they can't read your mind. They don't know what is going on inside your mind at the moment. So if they say something or they do something that makes you feel a certain way, and you know that it has nothing to do with something that you have to heal because you have already gone there, it is just this person is literally just being insensitive at the moment or whatever, then you have to be able to know how to approach the certain, like that type of conversation. Because I feel that you may be feeling like you're walking on water, not wanting to say certain things because you're not sure how this person is going to react. And it's like you should never be afraid to speak up or to be yourself because a person is going to react. If this is a person that you're meant to be within a connection, or a person that wants to be in a connection with you, then you should be able to speak freely and know that the communication is going to be more about responding to each other than reacting to each other. With the Nine of Swords in the reverse, it's like you need to stop kind of like walking on ice, like thin water or ice. I don't know why ice, I had to say ice, but it's like, I want to see if I can pick up anything in regards to, I feel that when it comes to this connection, there's a lot that you're holding back and you're not letting this person know, or vice versa. There's like either both of you or one of you is not saying what you want to say. So you're suppressing a part of yourself to kind of stay within this connection. The Dream Angel card. And it's like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth to be in a connection when you're not being 100% yourself? Not so much because the person won't accept you, it's because you haven't revealed it, or they haven't revealed it for you. Let's go ahead and see if I can pick up anything, because I know a lot of people, excuse me guys, a lot of people usually like to know if there's like, a third party involved or something else. But I feel the main issue here is more miscommunication of like two people trying to put their good side forward to try to make something work, trying to make a connection work. So let's go ahead and see if there's any energies of anything, other priorities, third party energies, even if it doesn't have to be another person, like another girl or something like that. It can be, family members, work, or anything like that. Where is this person's energy in regards to Sabrina? So we have the 8. So we have the 8 of Coins, wanting something stable, wanting something solid with you. We have the 7 and the The King of Swords. They're really not wanting to get into a space, let's say, of like arguing or a space of fighting. They really want to find the stability, but it's like there's something. Have the Page of Swords. There's something that I'm trying to see if I can pick it up clearly, what it is. This person, from what I'm picking up, wants something stable and does not want to go into those spaces of like, they're willing to fight for this, not fight the connection, if that makes any sense. Like they want to fight with you, not against you. So I don't know if maybe you're the one that is a little hesitant because you're not sure of like their true intentions. So let's go ahead and see. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Nine of Wands. So yeah, you have to open up and be completely honest with them, whether it was past hurt relationships that have you kind of doubting either this person is doing certain things or they may say a word or something that may trigger something from the past and maybe has you questioning. Sounds about right. I might feel like I have in separation when I'm with someone. Sounds. Oh, so much has. Oh, okay. But it's just more of who, like I'm picking up whoever you're with has an intent, like has the intention of wanting to build something solid with you. It is about then whatever happened with your twin. Are you allowing those energies to carry forth and to come forth into this new connection? Are you judging this new person based on what your twin put you through? And if so, then that is something that you have to go within yourself. With the we have the Knight of Wands and then the King of Pentacles in the upright. That's something that you're gonna have to go within yourself and be able to heal that and release that, because the new person shouldn't have to be battling your twins or your excess energy in order to be in your life. Because if this is somebody new, then they haven't done anything wrong, or they haven't done anything to keep you in a space to doubt them or to doubt the connection. We have the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups in the upright, Knight of Swords, and then the Eight of Swords. Just make sure that you're picking your battles and that you're not comparing your ex to this new person. And you're not bringing in anything that hasn't been released or anything that hasn't been healed fully from the past into this new connection. And then if you know that we have the Three of Cups, if you know, and it isn't, to me, this is not so much about either one of you having a third party, but this is more of you finding that balance within yourself. So if you haven't healed from your past 100%, if there's still things that are holding you back or that are keeping you stuck on your ex, then it's not so much about the person that you're with. It's so much about yourself. Do you feel 100% ready to be in this connection at that time, at this moment, or not? And if you feel that you have healed everything and you know that, from time to time, you may have little thoughts here and there, then just kind of try to find that balance within yourself so that you're not letting the past come in and ruin what you currently have now at the time. I don't pick up anything bad with this new person. I don't pick up any like deceiving energies or anything like that. It is more of like the miscommunication. The miscommunication may just be because of the person from the past in your life. Okay. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. So when I read this card and we're looking at your situation, it's like, don't waste your life or don't waste your time worrying about what your ex or twin flame, as you call him, is doing, because it's irrelevant to where you're at now, and it's irrelevant to the person that you're with. And the person that you're with now you have to look at it this way. What would you want them, or what do you feel that you deserve? Do you feel like you deserve somebody that is there 100%, emotionally, physically, energetically, mentally for you? So give this person that you're with 100% so that you can get the same thing back. You feel like you need to cry? No, because it's hard. Relationships, connections in general are hard, and when you have a strong connection with somebody, especially from your past and things like that, it can get a little difficult, to try and move on, because you're constantly like, sometimes, people worry, oh, what about if so and so comes back? And it's like, well, you're going to live your entire life waiting for somebody to come back, or are you going to go ahead and enjoy the person that is there for you, the person that is willing to love you, is choosing to love you at the time? And that does not mean that is completely over for you and the person from the past. It just means that during this cycle, during this time, this is the person that is probably here to teach you what true, unconditional, genuine love looks like, to teach you, to show you what it is to treat you the way that you have always wanted to be treated, to teach you how to receive the love that you have always given to others. Well, guys, thank you for an hour and 15. Whew. Feels like I just got on. Seriously. No, thank you guys for all the love and support. I'm gonna go ahead and get the timestamp up for all the zodiac signs, and I will see you guys back on Monday with your weekly elements reading. Take care. Love you guys. Bye. And let's see if we can end this now. And end.